Okay, so I posted this tier list into the Zakziko Discord server, and it's hard to explain. A few discussions arose, and I said I'll make a video. So for all those people that have probably forgotten about this by now, here's the video that you have all been I can't say that word, that all of you have been waiting for the past 5. So anyway, here are the tiers. We have other tracks. Take note. These are the cream of the crop. My speech impediment will not go away, but these tracks are also like that. They will always be good tracks in my book. It's high tier. What do you expect? Awesome, but fuck you. They are really good. They should be in the S tier or other tracks take note tier, but they just have one problem. One problem that sets them away from greatness. That doesn't put them in here, and it doesn't put them in here. Niche, I guess. It's just eh. Like, I mean, cool, I guess. They might have like one niche thing that you might want to use in competitive. And Mr. Bean, can you delete it? They just suck. Who just sat up here? DSDS, greatest track in the entire game in a competitive standpoint. It is a great track to drive. It has cool shortcuts. It has a really good unbox layout. It has a shock spot with the bridge, and with a double, and it has one with the shortcuts, so it can really be like a push and pull factor between the two teams. And Emoji Lounge is always a good track to play on. It always gets out good races. Same with like Coconut Mole, Peach Gardens, Daisy Circuit for me, the Cooper Cape, all of these ones. But Coconut Mole, or Bowser's Castle, I already said that Coconut Mole was good. But Bowser's Castle, because in Mario Kart Wii, you are either a Bowser bike or Flame Runner or a Mock bike player. I'm a Mock bike player, so I really like Bowser's Castle because it makes the glitch a little bit easier. So they can really get the upper hand. Maybe if one person on the team or in the clan or whatever, they play Mock bike, they can really take advantage of the glitch in this course, and it isn't banned from Mogies or whatever because it doesn't skip any key checkpoints, so it's all good in the Mogi League's views. And that's basically finishing off that tier. It's high tier. What do you expect? Maple Tree Way. It's good, but sometimes a little bit of few things happen. It's good. To the casual viewer, this is good. But in a competitive setting, it's kind of like, eh. If you time trial this track for long enough, you should know what I am talking about. Sometimes you just drive and just go wee off a branch or whatever. There is a big joke, a big long running not funny joke, that Maple Tree Way is just a custom track because of how glitchy it is sometimes. But we are going to leave that joke aside and go on to Dry Ruins. I will talk about this track when we get to down here. EC3, it's the number one track that I recommend people who are starting out to play Mario Kart Wii to time trial. It really gets you good driving, mental things in your mind, you know what I'm talking about, good ethics or whatever. I don't know what words to use, but it really gives you good driving skills, and it also teaches speech impediment. It also teaches you about driving, you know, setting up alignments to go for the shortcut, and also how to do it fast, because you have to do that in World Wides and Mogi and stuff like that. Rainbow Road. It's Rainbow Road. What do you expect? Warrior's Gold Mine is kind of like a baby's Rainbow Road with that. How often you can get knocked off the course and stuff like that. But overall, it's a pretty good track. Moonview Highway. A lot of these can be said in the same way. It's just another Moonview Highway. It's good, it's great, but it's just not up here. If you know what I mean. I can't really explain myself. It's really hard to put into words. Now, awesome, but fuck you. Okay, let's just go one by one. Grumble Volcano. This track would be excellent if the respawn glitch didn't exist. In a competitive setting, yeah, sure, you can shock dodge or whatever, you can target shock last lap, but If you do it first lap, when the shock isn't really out in play, you can just front run the entire race. And then trap. It just ruins the entire course, but other than that, it's awesome. It's fun to drive, it's just good. Mushroom Gorge, again, really good, but the mushrooms, they just sometimes, especially in the cave section, sometimes you just bounce off them, and then you just go wee and off them at a very weird angle, and the respawn on there is so bad. You get spawned like 20 kilometers south, you know, just away from everybody, and you go from like 2nd place to like 7th because you got target shocked, and now everyone gets to pass you. I'll leave Waluigi Stadium because it's Waluigi Stadium, but DK Mountain, it's not really like a big flaw with it. It's just awesome, but I hate it at the same time. I'm a mock bike player, so maybe I might have a little bit of bias towards it. But I just see from like other players that some people really love it, but other people kind of hate it. It's just kind of like I didn't really know where to put it, but I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences on this track, so it really does deserve a awesome, but especially the fuck you tier. Now, onto Waluigi Stadium. This track should be a front running track, but in a war setting, it is a luck track. Because you know how at the end of Waluigi Stadium, there's that big, huge ramp before the ending? Just try and picture that in your mind. Now, that's cool, that's awesome, but imagine this in a war setting. Imagine you have Team A and you have Team B. Now, Team A is front running, they have like top 4, but the pack side, they still have top 4, but it's all good. Now, Team D has the shock. It's lap 3, Team A goes for, like, their top 2 goes for the ramp. Team B can shock, they can strategically shock, so making some of the team shock dodge. Team B can run while like top 2 in Team A are falling down, and possibly even 3rd and even 4th. They just fall down, they have to wait for the long falling down into it, then the blackout, then the respawn, and by that time, Team B have already gotten top 3, and possibly even top 4. It's just really broken, and in the rebalanced mod, the Arc and Tell one that I will make a video on probably like tomorrow or something, he's actually modded the track to have guardrails on the side, so that if you want to be safe, you can just go along that edge, and then if you get shocked, you won't fall off. But then it's way slower than if you just go on the ramp. It's kinda, it's good, you know. Now, niche, I guess. MC3, Sherbetland, they have a niche. Mock Bike, Magic Cruiser, and all of these are just kinda like, middle of the road. They're mainly just the speed tracks. Luigi Circuit, Peach Beach, Mario Circuit. You know, it's hard to explain. They're just kind of like I don't want to say that it's bad, but I don't want to say it's good. It's a middle of the road sort of. Now, Mr. Bean, can you please delete it? This has 5 residents, 2 short tracks, which are basically a glorified square and a glorified circle. Now, these races are really short, and sometimes I just go to bed, I'm like, is GV2 and Yoshi Falls luck-based tracks, or are they front-running? Because they can go either way. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below about what you think, because I'm really interested. Now, the other tracks, they have the weird sand physics, or whatever, when you drive and you just slightly go out. That sucks. And that is why DK Jungle Parkway is my least favorite track in the entire game, because it's the longest, so you have to deal with it the most, and I just always seem to get screwed over by it. Now you might be thinking, oh, why isn't Dry Ruins or DDR down here? Now it's because the entire track isn't just this. You get to go inside the temple, and you get the luxury of actually being able to drive, and you have the wall glitch, which puts another bit of skill into it, so that's what brings it from here all the way past this zone, all the way into here. So that's my tier list. Argue about it in the comments, real life, Twitter DMs, whatever. But I like to see other Mario Kart Wii YouTubers take a look at it from this sort of angle, and then just give their thoughts on what they think of the Mario Kart Wii tracks. And with that, I'll see you around.